We're going to talk about tennis now. Tennis superstar Novak Djokovic won a record-breaking 23rd men's Grand Slam title.
That's right. The Serb beat Norwegian Casper Ruud in straight sets in yesterday's French Open final. The win sees him overtake Rafael Nadal as the most Grand Slams. Speaking after the match, Djokovic played down talk that he's now the greatest player of all time.
I don't want to say that I am the greatest because I feel I've said it before, it's disrespectful towards all the great champions in different eras of our sport. I feel like each great champion of his own generation has left a huge mark, a legacy, and paved the way for us to be able to play this sport in such a great stage worldwide. So I leave those kind of discussions of who is the greatest to someone else.
Well, that's someone else. For us this morning is Hall of Fame tennis coach Rick Macci. Rick, good to have you with us. Thanks for being here. In just a minute, I'm going to make Joe.
Good to be with you.
Joe's going to be the one who's going to have to ask you, who do you think is the greatest of all time? But first, just walk us through yesterday's game. How did Djokovic do it in the end? Was it pretty straightforward for him to win?
Well, first off, the Joker is the best. 23 Grand Slams, 10 Australian, 7 Wimbledon, 3 U.S. Open, now 3 French. He's won 94 singles titles, 388 weeks at number 1,
wow.
36 years old, and he's not done yet. And by the way, he's won the last 4 Wimbledons, and that's right around the corner.
There we go.
So, I mean, let's talk more about this because you saw, first of all, his comments saying it's kind of hard to compare yourself to people in previous eras because you didn't get to play them. But also, look at his era right now. I mean, not that far behind him in the Grand Slam total. You got Nadal and Federer. Is he the GOAT, or is it really hard to say?
No, he's definitely the GOAT. I've watched this for a long time. You know, Federer looked the best. Rafa grinded the best, but the Joker is the best. And in my opinion, okay, as you know, goats like to run in the mountains, and there's a guy from Serbia that's going to be running on Mount Rushmore. So he is the GOAT.
I love how straightforward you are. You know it. You know it makes it easy. All right, Rick, while we have you, let's switch to the women's game. Tell us highlights there.
Yeah, first off, Iga Swiatek from Poland. She's been dominant. Anybody that wins 37 in a row, which she did last year, you got something between the ears. And as we all know, tennis is a game of inches from ear to ear. But she's been dominant. She just won her 4th Grand Slam, 3rd French Open. She's the leader in the clubhouse. See, women's tennis has become a lot more fluid. Okay, Osaka is having a baby girl. Serena exited stage left. Okay, very important that she's kind of jumped in there and she's not letting it go. So she's the real deal. And the best is yet to come from Iga.
All right, so we're just getting started with this season. These were the clay court Grand Slams. We've got so many more this year. Who do you expect to really stand out in the upcoming year here?
Well, first off, the new sheriff in town is Carlos Alcaraz. He's a generational player, something we've never, ever seen. But the Joker's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's fit. He's feeling good. But you got Carlos Alcaraz is going to be in the mix. Yannick Sinner from Italy, okay, Holger Rune from Denmark. There's a lot of new faces on the scene. And in the women's side, don't count out Coco Gauff or Arina Sabalenka. Okay, then Rybakina, she has that big serve. She could be a big threat at Wimbledon once again.
There we go. You know, I've been so inspired watching all this. I took a tennis lesson myself yesterday.
And how'd it go?
You know, I think it went pretty good. I love Rick's evaluation because he's really cutthroat. You know, he's like, yes and no. Rick, thank you very much for joining us this morning. So fun to talk to you. I'm sure we'll be talking to you throughout this season.
Good seeing you guys.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.